everybody, welcome back to my YouTube page. I'm Myammee, and this is Project A&M, where I discuss HIV awareness, HIV education, news, updates, and everything about HIV that's going around the world. So this all came up on World AIDS Day. I was scrolling on my timeline on Instagram, just doing my normal thing, and I came across XO Nicole's post on World AIDS Day, and I thought like, oh, that's so dope. Finally, a blog on Instagram actually said something about World AIDS Day, right? So it caught my attention because it said something about this particular young lady contracted full-blown AIDS. And I was just like, full-blown AIDS, like, that's not the correct term. That's just me being on my educational vibe. And for me, I think the only way to still use full-blown AIDS is to reference back the olden days. Example, back when I was growing up, my brothers were considered back then contracted, was born with full-blown AIDS, knowing that's not the correct term, right? However, I went on to proceed and read the entire post and the story about the young lady, and here's her picture. Yes, she's the bomb.com. But anyway, this story was about her, and I just couldn't continue to scroll down the timeline, and I had to reach out and say, hey, I'm not here to, do any shade or nothing. I'm just here to educate. And I basically said the term full-blown AIDS is not the correct term. Maybe you guys should say that she contracted or she was diagnosed with HIV from learning whatever from this rapper or whatever the case is. So I put my little comment on there, and I'll say a few hours later, I get back on social media, scroll, and I see the post updated from the blog. So they deleted the old one, which I'm kind of upset because I wish I would have screenshotted it for you, but that's okay. But I screenshotted the new one, and this is the new one, what it said. So after I seen that, I was still like, okay, let me further educate somebody, because I don't want people thinking that you can contract either HIV or AIDS. Like, nobody can get AIDS from anybody, right? You can contract HIV and then it can later turn into AIDS. So this is what my philosophy of educating the blog, which actually says whoever it was, I don't know if it was her or the staff, they were real cool about it. It was basically saying, thank you for, letting us know we're trying to educate ourselves. And I just thought it was so dope for them to respond and not take heat at me on Instagram going back and forth like, hey, this post still is wrong too. So I appreciate them for being open and listening, because they didn't have to listen. They could have kept the old post up. They could have said, hey lady, can you please get off our comments? Like, stop trying to educate us in so many words. But the term of trying to help them to realize the difference between HIV and AIDS, it just came to me like this, literally. Like, I said, oh Lord, thank you for that one. So the term of a tree. So here's my philosophy. And if you use my philosophy, you better give me my credit. Okay, so here's the philosophy of HIV and AIDS in tree terms, okay? And let me know, did I invade their space, or did I do my responsibility as an educator of the new millennium, yeah, something like that. The new way of educating people. It's just simply, hey, no shade. I'm just letting your post is kind of wrong, but I can help you fix it. So again, claps to them for deleting the old one, uploading a new one, even though the new one was still kind of wrong, but they got it. And that right there makes me feel so good that I helped one person or two people, whoever else read that post at that day. I felt like I accomplished. If I don't do anything else moving forward from this day on, I feel like I accomplished something by educating somebody about the difference between simply HIV and AIDS. See you guys soon. Thank you so much again for watching. See you next video. Make sure you thumbs up this video. Make sure you are subscribed. Make sure you find me on social medias. And make sure you comment below. Let's talk. Let's talk this out. Let me hear from you. Let me hear what you're thinking. Yeah. Bye, you guys. See you soon. And holler at your girl.